Hi, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Three More. So today I just want to blow your minds. so, in the previous video we saw how Paul revealed the mystery of Christ in us, the hope of glory. So what's the mind-blowing thing about Christ in us, the hope of glory? This is it. So, let's go to 13. So 13, Paul talking about God. He introduces the subject saying, who has delivered us from the power of darkness and has translated us into the kingdom of his Son. His Son, whom we have the redemption, even the forgiveness of sins through the blood. Then he starts talking about his Son in 15, saying, who is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of every creature. For by him are all things created, things that are in heaven, things that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him. Then he says, and he is before all things, and by him all things consist. Then he says, for he is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he might have the preeminence. For it pleased the Father that in him should all fullness dwell. Right, so now we know that God translated us, he delivered us from the power of darkness and translated us into the kingdom of his Son. And Paul says in 22 that even us who are alienated and enemies in our mind by wicked works, yet now has he reconciled. So now that we are the kingdom of his Son, and he has reconciled us, he has declared us unreprovable in his sight, unblameable in his sight. He therefore says, the mystery therefore is that Christ now dwells in us, being the kingdom of his Son. Now, it starts to reason that when I go back up and read from 15, this is how I would read it. I would say in 1:15, I would say, I am the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of every creature. For by me were all things created, things that are in heaven, things that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by me and for me. And I am before all things, and by me all things consist. I am the head and also the body, the church. I am the beginning and also the firstborn from the dead, that in all things I might have the preeminence. For it pleased the Father that in me should all fullness dwell. And literally in me, because Christ dwells in me, and if all fullness dwells in Christ, then Christ dwells in me, all fullness literally dwells in me.